Hello again and thanks for joining. Today I've got another Fleischmann coach to have a look at. It's number 5851. Now normally Fleischmann stuff is usually vintage and it's getting on a bit, but this one actually looks fairly new, and I'm basing that on the fact that it's got this security barcode here which I've never seen before on a Fleischmann model, and it makes me think that this was sold fairly recently. It's also got this sticker here, not suitable for children 0 to 3, and it's in Chinese as well. And that's obviously a more modern sticker that's been put onto this pack. At the back as well, we've got some details about the coupling on here. We've got it in a NEM pocket, which is quite rare again for Fleischmann. So I think this is a fairly new model, but it's old moulding, I would suspect. Let's get this out of the box and we'll take a look. So on the inside of the box, we have some details here about how to take this coach apart and change the bulbs inside. So it looks like we've got some lighting as well. And here is the coach out of the box. I think this is a really characterful coach. Obviously split into two, a third class and a fourth class. Who would have thought that you could have got a fourth class? If you're here in the UK, second class is bad enough. Anyway, let's take a closer look at this model. So one thing that appeals straight away is the presentation and colours of this model. It's got some really nice features to it, and the colours are really great as well. Just looking at the end here, we've got this veranda with a plastic guard, a kick down plate. You can see the handle there for the brakes, the checker plate on there as well, and a dummy hook as well moulded into the buffer beam along with these buffers, which is just part of the chassis. You got these fantastic brackets here at the top of the coach just where the roof is, and they're part of the main moulding, but they're so detailed and fine, they look really great. On the inside here at the end, you've got some printing up top of the number of this coach, which is very clear, and you've got glazing. It's not flush fit there, but it's very clear, and you've also got some painting on the ribs here, which has been done very well as well. As we look down the side of this coach, the windows are very characterful. They've got these lovely surrounds, very clear glazing. You can see straight inside, and it might be hard to see here on this video, but it does have seating inside this coach as well. The masking is fantastic here. You've got this black part going along here, and the masking between the two colours is very crisp as well. The window surrounds are great, and the printing of this number and the destination board is absolutely spot on, super clear, along with this logo here as well. And we have some printing down on the chassis, smaller details and numbers, but those are super clear as well. The darker brown also has this black running through it. And then at this end of the coach, the brown extends around with black lining. The brackets here are brown, and we have the same veranda with a kick down plate. And this time we have this little bar here with some steps going up to the roof. That's a nice attention to detail. It's different from the other side. Talking of the roof, it's presented in this nice grey colour as well, and we have this raised part here. This doesn't have any glazing in it. Sometimes you see that on some coaches, but this one doesn't have that. This is a bit annoying here. This little stud with a handrail comes up from below. It just pokes through the roof here and it leaves an unsightly mark. So that's a bit of a shame. I think they could have done that a little bit better there. Aside from that, the roof is really good and there's no moulding mark in the middle or anything like that. One concession here though is it does have this moulding mark beside this stud, and it is present on both ends of the coach. And you can see that the paint isn't quite right just under here where the spray paint hasn't taken quite right, and that is evident on both ends. So looking underneath this coach, you have the cantilever NEM pocket coupling. This one is fitted with, I think those are modern Fleischmann couplings. You've got these great steps coming down. I think those are actually extra parts that have been added on in plastic. And then this part here where the wheel is, you've got a really nice axle box and spring detail. However, the brake gear does have a bit of a limitation there. It's filled in on the arm and it is close to the tread, not too bad. Underneath here though, there's a fantastic representation of wood and all the bracing with the rivets as well and the brake gear. This tank here is an extra part that's been added in. So overall, this looks like a really fantastic coach, very characterful, but it does feel a little bit light. So let's put this on the scales and we'll see how much it weighs. So this coach weighs 57 grams. So this is a really attractive coach that Fleischmann have produced here. I think it's a reissue of a previous one, but it certainly stacks up in terms of level of detail, and certainly the finish is really good as well. Only a few very minor things on this coach. The spray paint and the moulding details on the roof aren't quite right, and that handrail coming up to the roof and causing a little bit of a hole there, I don't think that should have been there. But there's a lot to like about this coach. The painting is perfect on it. It's got some really nice graphics, and the window surround backgrounds are great as well. You've even got interior lighting as well. It's very free running and it comes with these metal spoked wheels. And there's no denying that the character of this coach is the thing that really sells it. What an interesting thing to have. With bags of character, it'll look great on your model railway. So you have to consider that you are buying an older moulding here, and you might be able to pick these up secondhand cheaper than you would if it was in a shop today as a brand new item. So I'm pretty sure this is a German coach, maybe Bavarian State Railway. I'm not 100% sure. If you know, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to find out. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps this channel grow. And I'll put this on the turntable so you can see all the way around. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See ya.